Buenas tardes. Today we're going to talk about comparing two different items. And if you want to describe them, saying one is prettier than the other or one is shorter than the other. So we talk about making comparisons. We have two items and then we follow a pattern. Okay? Let me show you the pattern. So basically, to say is more than or is less than, is more pretty than, I mean, we say prettier, but is more ugly than, is more tall than. This is our ER endings in English: taller, prettier, smarter, or it's more fun than. We do use more in some instances in English. So this is comparing them. We use this formula right here. Es is, it is. Es más bonito que. It's pretty than. Es menos bonito que. It's less pretty than. So we just use more or less. It's more or less. And then whatever adjective we want to use. If we want to say boring, es más aburrido que. It's more boring than. Es menos aburrido que. It's less boring than. So we just use más que, menos que, but we put that adjective right between the two. Okay? For example, I've got el suéter es más bonito que la camisa. The sweater is prettier than the shirt. If you'll notice, my adjective ends in O, bonito, because suéter is masculine. So our adjective always agrees with the first object or item that we introduce. It does not match camisa, even though camisa might be closer to the word in the sentence. We always match with the first object that we present. So el suéter is masculine, so I chose bonito, which is the masculine form. If we want to make it plural, rather than using es, we're going to use son, because remember, es means is, whereas son means are, and that would make more sense. Dogs are, we don't say dogs is, okay? So we're going to change it to son. Los perros son menos grandes que los elefantes. I said that with a crazy accent, but whatever. Dogs are less large than elephants, okay? So are, less, large. Notice grandes ends in an S because perros is plural. So I want to use a plural adjective or an adjective that I've put a plural ending on. Grandes. Los perros son menos grandes que los elefantes. Okay. Now there are some exceptions where you can't use más que or menos que. And those are real similar to English. You don't say she's more good than, she's less good than. We say she's better than or she's worse than. He's older than, he's younger than. We don't say more old. So in this case, we do use these special forms. So to say someone is better than, you say, ella es mejor que, whoever the other person is, Maria. My computer keeps moving around. Ella es mejor que Maria. Or la sopa, esta sopa es mejor que la otra sopa. This soup is better than the other soup. Okay? Peor, worse, just put a K right after it because there's no adjective necessary because that's kind of, the adjective is all encapsulated in these words, okay? Older, él es mayor que ella. He is older than her. Ella es menor que él. She is younger than him. I forgot a little parenthesis right there. I'll fix that later. So those are the 4 times where you're not going to use an adjective per se with this es, más, adjective que. You'll just say es mejor que. Okay, so it's combined, the más adjective or the menos adjective is encapsulated in these words. All right, pretty straightforward. Practice just comparing 2 items around your house. The clock is higher than the TV, or you could say the rug is more brown than the sofa, or whatever you can think of in your house that you can compare. Even people, she is more tall than him. He is more hardworking than his brother. Whatever it might be, try practicing these comparisons and see if you can get this down in your head and something that flows naturally rather than having to think about the formula. All right? Good luck. Hasta luego. Suerte.